It takes a lot of artists ages to put together their debut album. A very, very lovely and famous man once said it takes your whole life to make your first album. Anne-Marie has now done it. It's her debut. It's out right now. It's called Speak Your Minds. So tell us what that feels like for you to be in that space in your life right now, right this very second.
It makes my heart palpitate.
Yes.
Is that the right word?
Yes.
Makes my armpits sweat. It honestly is the best thing I've ever felt in my life. I grew up listening to albums on repeat and never ever thought that would be me one day. So I'm just so gassed and so happy, and I feel like I've got everything on there that I would want in a first album.
Why did you do singles instead of the Beyonce album's out now, everybody go and get it? How did that end up working out this way?
I think because I wanted to make it make sense to me. Yeah. And I wasn't really prepared to just like release anything that was what other people thought were going to be a hit.
Okay.
So I was kind of like really holding back on what I was releasing. And yeah, it just took time, I think. I wanted it to make sense. Like, you know, when you listen to albums like the Streets album and A Grand Don't Come For Free and you're listening to it and it makes sense. The whole album makes sense. And I didn't want to have an album that just was a load of pop hits put on together on an album because they're, you know, popular. I wanted it to make sense.
Okay.
To be honest, I still don't know if it does. But it's emotional. It's an emotional first album, I think. I just tried to just be really honest in it. And there's a lot of different vibes on there, so.
Were you going through the stuff as you were writing it, or were you just delving into past experiences?
I think every song I wrote was what I was going through at the time.
At that time?
Yeah.
No wonder why it took so long.
I know. Yeah.
Is it now hard to listen back to it?
No. It's exhausting to perform.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, every time I start the song, I feel how I felt before. Mm-hmm. Although that makes it good because otherwise I'll just be like, yeah. So, oh God, I hope you didn't get a picture of that face.
It was crazy, by the way. I just wanted to know.
God. But yeah, I'm emotional.
Tell me about your favourite lyric on the album.
Oh, mate.
What for you is like,
I have a lot in the song Perfect because it's like it's just funny, I think. It's quite weird lyrics. There's one like, I just want to stuff my face with leftover mac and cheese.
Valid.
Very valid.
Very valid.
Very valid moment of life. I love who I want to love because this love is gender free.
Nice.
It's a very important lyric.
Very valid, very important.
There's one in Cry, which is the intro of the album, intro song, and it says 2% my lover, 98% was a waste of time.
Bars. That could be
mugged off.
Bars.
I mugged that person off. That's why I love writing music, to mug people off.
Tell me about a track that you are particularly proud of. Something that when you sing it and you hear it and you're like, I'm really glad I was able to put that down in the way that I did.
One called Machine.
Why?
I'm an empath, right? So I feel other people's emotions.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's like highly sensitive person.
How did you find that out?
I knew that I was just dealing with things differently to other people. Whenever we were experiencing stuff at the same time, I was like, this is way deeper for me.
Wow.
And then I thought I had bipolar. Then I thought I had SAD, which is like another thing.
Yeah.
And then I went to a therapist and found out about empathy and being an empath. And basically, when stuff happens on the news, when I see pictures, when I see people crying, I'm just like shut down. Like for ages. So this song, Machine, is about wanting to be a machine and not have a heart, not have these things like affecting me so much. So that's deep.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. Yeah. How has your personal life changed now you're in this space in your life?
I got a little bit more anxiety than I did have before.
Yeah.
I get worried about people not liking who I am as a person. And that just kind of got even worse when I started releasing music because then more and more people were just like, kind of like, who are you? I hope you're nice. And then I meet them. It's just a bit of a crazy thing. But my personal life's like normal, really. Yeah. I don't feel any different. I feel like I go home, have a bath and watch Say Yes to the Dress.